In celebrity drama news, submitted by Los Camarones,
Is there another boxing match?
Moby is canceling his book tour following a controversy with Natalie Portman.
Not Moby. Moby? He's so relevant.
Who the fuck is Moby?
He's the bald guy with glasses that talks really soft.
Back in like 2001, techno music days.
Yeah.
You could get Moby.
He looks better now.
I have no idea who that guy is.
You know the Slim Shady song?
Which one?
Moby, you could get stomped by Obi. You 36-year-old bald-headed flow me.
He was roasting him, but no one already knew who he was.
Yeah. But now Eminem's like 10 years older than that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he's an author?
Yep. He's like known for being vegan now too.
And like being an animal activist person.
He was always annoying is the thing.
Maybe he's big with the older crowd, like people that are like 5-10 years older than us.
No, it was our age.
Really?
Yeah, he just did techno.
Because he made techno that wasn't even hype. That
was
the
like
weird
pop
thing.
It was kind of hype. Was it
like
back in the
Bjork
90s?
stuff?
No.
Bjork is just weird, huh?
I love Bjork. Yeah. But not even
I've
close.
heard of her though. I'm like, is this human music?
song?
I fucking love Bjork.
That's good.
What's a Bjork song?
You wouldn't even know. There
Sklitty
really
Cats.
isn't anything popular.
There's
I
a
don't
song
think
called
there's-
Sklitty Cats
No,
with
there's
2
not.
exclamation marks.
There's not. Like she's not like poppy like that. I have a Bjork record right behind you, a CD record. Fuck CD.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's really artsy.
Is she the bitch that wore the? I mean, is she the?
Yes.
The porcupine
She the bitch
outfit.
that wore the fucking the swan?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Bjork.
She was making fun of her, yeah.
Okay.
I like that one.
All right, that's the one.
Yeah,
Miss
she
Swan
had
from
the
Mad
swan around
TV.
her.
Yeah.
What?
No, Miss Swan from Mad TV. She made fun of Bjork by wearing
Yeah.
this furry suit.
Oh, I see.
That's what I was thinking of, the porcupine one. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That was
She was making fun of her.
Anyway, so Moby canceled his UK and Ireland dates of his book tour, promoting his new memoir called Then It Fell Apart.
Oh.
That sounds terrible. What the fuck?
I'm already team Natalie Portman. I love her.
Yeah, so this whole thing is because he mentioned Natalie Portman in his book, and he describes dating her.
He got to date Natalie Portman? That freak?
That's what he claims. And so he claimed that Natalie Portman invited him to meet up after a concert in 1999 when he was 33 and she was 20. This is what it says in the book. But in reality, she was actually 18 years old.
I was gonna say that was Star Wars days. Like she was young as fuck back then.
1820, same thing though.
So then he says, I was a bald binge drinker and Natalie Portman was a beautiful movie star, but there she was in my dressing room flirting with me.
Sucking my dick.
That's just what he wanted to happen.
Natalie Portman
Injection.
had an interview with Harper's Bazaar, and she said, quote, I was surprised to hear that he characterized the very short time that I knew him as dating, because my recollection is a much older man being creepy with me when I just had graduated high school.
He's one of those guys that think they're dating.
He said I was 20. I definitely wasn't. I was a teenager. I had just turned 18.
See?
So then she added that when they met after the show, he said, let's be friends. And he was on tour and she was working, shooting on a film.
Star Wars.
They only hung out a handful of times before she realized that this is an older man who was interested in her in a way that felt inappropriate.
Ooh.
So that's what that interview said. So then in response, Moby posted photos of him with Natalie Portman.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, doesn't mean you weren't creepy.
Yeah, so he posted like this photo.
She looks
like
creeped
Fred.
out.
Yeah, that looks like a friend. You're.
But the creepiest one was this photo where he's shirtless, and then he writes,
He's a creep.
I recently read a gossip piece where Natalie Portman said that we'd never dated. This confused me, as we did in fact date. And after briefly dating in 1999, we remained friends for years. I like Natalie and I respect her intelligence and activism, but to be honest, I can't figure out why she would actively misrepresent the truth about our, albeit brief, involvement. The story as laid out in my book, Then It Fell Apart, is accurate with lots of corroborating photo evidence, etc. Thanks, Moby. And then he says, P.S. I completely respect Natalie's possible regret in dating me. Parentheses, to be fair, I would probably regret dating me too. But it doesn't alter the actual facts.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like like Natalie was trying to be classy and saying like he was a fucking creep and probably threw himself on her, and she was just like saying like, yeah, like it was just, I felt it was weird, so I just kind of removed myself from that. And he probably tried kissing her, and he probably did kiss her because she's 18.
He probably kissed her when they were drunk and thought like, they were dating. Yeah.
He sounds like that friend zone guy that thinks and tells everyone, yeah, we used to date.
Yeah.
But it was just him coming on to her.
Dude, she is so fucking pretty.
I know.
She's really pretty.
Because in those pictures, she looks like they're homies. Like the body language.
I forget how pretty Natalie Portman is.
How could you forget?
Bald Natalie Portman's still fine as fuck.
On the list.
When was she bald?
V for Vendetta.
She's fucking pretty as hell. She's up there now. She's like climbing.
Yeah, she's classic, beautiful.
Yeah, so then he posted all these other different posts.
Oh, stop, dude. You're making yourself look really bad.
Yeah.
Conspiracy time, what if they really did, but then she can't leak out the truth?
Because she was young.
During that time, there was other things going on with another person.
Oh.
Or maybe he was just creepy.
Yeah.
I know, but we already went through that.
We already
and that's
went through
pretty
that.
fun. That's
Yeah.
not fun. We gotta add some other shit.
Because maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
because like it makes her look bad.
Yeah.
So
Like
she's
dating Moby,
Yeah.
you know, like, ugh.
yeah. So it tarnishes her image.
Yeah.
So she's trying to save face.
If I could hide who I've dated in the past, I would too.
If I could
It's
hide
not
you
like
dated in
it's
the
not
past, I
like
would too.
it's not like Angelina with
I
Billy
do it
Bob.
for you.
Yeah.
Because Billy Bob is dope.
Yeah.
He's an old dope guy. Moby's like, oh, Moby.
But looking at the body language though from those photos, that's not romantic involvement.
Nah.
Yeah, if they have one photo of her like kissing his cheek and
Or even like this type of hug, like
Yeah.
this type of hug, like she's literally like this, like
Yeah.
okay, we're friends.
Or if like her hand was like in his pants, then that made
Coming out of the zipper.
Like look at this one.
Yeah, it's actually a group photo.
Look at they're
'Cause
like
there's a
she's
guy-
her hips are like definitely making sure to stay away from him.
That fool looks like he goes to every convention.
I know.
Like every
Like he
single
works
one.
for a YouTube studio.
Yeah, ski convention, Comic-Con, fucking slime convention.
She looks like she came to visit him from a Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's what it looks like.
What about this one?
that's just a creepy picture.
See, that doesn't look like they're
It
involved.
looks like he's fanboying over it.
Yeah, it does.
God damn, she's so fucking pretty, dude. Look at that face.
His hand is all over her like this.
It's like gripping.
Ugh.
It was a very weird grip too, because there's no palm attachment. It's just like this.
What the fuck is that? A fucking rock climbing grip?
Yeah.
She has a really tiny frame. Maybe her shoulders like really tiny.
Yeah, so then Moby, like I said, he posted a lot of other things, but the last one he posted says this, last post.
They're really far apart in that one.
And then the caption says, I'm going to go away for a while. But
Good. Weren't you away already?
Why'd you come back?
That shit embarrassing?
So he says, but before I do, I want to apologize again and to say clearly that all of this has been my own fault. I am the one who released the book without showing it to the people I wrote about. I'm the one who posted defensive and arrogantly. I'm the one who behaved inconsiderately and disrespectfully both in 2019 and in 1999. There is obviously no one else to blame but me. Thank you, and I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, my dude. What's happening over there?
What a mature person.
What's his name of his book?
It was, and then it fell apart.
It's still falling apart.
That's the second book. It's still falling apart.
It continues to fall apart.
This guy like come up with music a little bit and then started to fall apart from 1999 and he's in the limelight just falling apart the whole way through?
Poor dude, man.
Because I hear about him once in a while, but I'm like,
But it's always like it used to be that guy from that night from the 90s.
You know the bald guy with the glasses? That was
Yeah, I don't
me.
remember any song, but I remember late 90s, early 2000s. He was super relevant. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of MTV.
He had a song that kept playing on the radio. Yeah, but it was just like a techno song that was okay for mainstream. Like it was like a
but he existed for a while. That name like lasted for a while. Yeah.
Shit, I don't even care if I'm washed up as long as I got something like that, huh?
Same here, dude.
Yeah, it's like you're washed up. It doesn't matter. People know who I am, fucker.
He's washed up and is still above the success I've ever reached.
I know exactly.
that's what happens. Eminem destroys careers.
But that's the weird thing though when people they look at a celebrity and they go, look how washed up you are. He goes, they still have millions of dollars. Yeah. So if that's washed up,
and he's still
I'm okay, you know.
And he still he got the chance to talk to Natalie.
And he
Portman.
touched Natalie Portman
And
with
they're
his fingers and the back.
She's
of
my
his palm.
favorite actress.
Your favorite of all time?
Really? For what reason?
Well, Garden State's my favorite movie.
I love that movie.
Me too. And so she's
What is Garden State?
It's a movie.
What was it about?
It's like an indie-ish type film. It's like Zach Braff.
Oh, I do know Garden State. Yeah.
With the dopest fucking soundtrack ever.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack because him and Zach Braff and the Shins are friends. So he was like promoting them in there, and then that's when everyone kind of found out about the Shins.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's just like really good acting. It's like a.
I remember Garden State. I was watching it on the plane as one of those old classic movies, and I fell asleep.
It's a lot about mental health.
Yeah, but yeah, she killed it in that, and then I just followed her career
Did you
since.
see her when she was a kid though? I think,
Yeah,
what was
the
that?
Professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did see that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking The Assassin.
I've pretty much seen every Natalie Portman film.
Yeah,
Is
that
she
was
one
her.
of the very few kid actors that hasn't had a crazy
I
meltdown?
think so.
That movie was about molestation.
So after Star Wars, she took a break and went to college, graduated from like Harvard or some like one of those big
Ivy
top.
League, yeah.
Yeah, and then she came back to acting later. So she had a normal life for a little bit.
So that's why she's so well adjusted.
Didn't she make out with that guy at the end, and then she went down the laundry chute?
They didn't make out.
The Professional.
Maybe that's another movie.
I think you're mixing your porn with real movies.
No, it's another movie. Well, it's another guy protecting a little girl.
But she's like 8.
I know. And at the end, they fucking make out, and then she goes down the laundry chute, and I'm like, ugh, what the
Maybe it was
fuck?
like a kiss. If it was that, but I don't remember that either.
Who was the one that was a crazy babysitter that wanted to fuck the guy, the dad?
American Beauty?
Alicia Silverstone. That one was creepy.
Alicia Silverstone in what movie?
She was like a babysitter or something, and then she was like so creepy.
I remember that movie now.
She was hot, but she scared me.
It was Alicia Silverstone?
Yeah.
She was in a lot of shit back then.
I remember. Blonde hair, nice lips.
American Beauty?
No.
American Beauty's a great movie too.
I always thought she had little sister vibes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never liked her.
American Beauty was a great movie.
Brooke Shields, my top favorite.
Oh fuck yeah! What's that island movie when she was really young?
Blue Lagoon.
Brooke Shields is probably one of the most beautiful people that has ever existed.